I'm trying this new arrangement out, but it looks like I need to find yet another solution to having a camera for flip-throughs without tripod legs in it. I did figure out that if I lengthened the legs, I could get them to stand farther apart and just lower this top bar. Okay, this is a junk journal. Truly a junk journal. Okay, I made the cover out of an Arm & Hammer washing soda box. And then I just tried finding little bits of things, and some of it was scraps of from the mixed media. So this basically represents the year, and then I'll do another one to show you all the other signatures that aren't in here. They're not, I haven't been working on them continuously. I just made them and put them aside, and they don't have their own individual spines. So, this is a junk journal. And it says they will stick junk anywhere these days. Now I'm going to have to do this to flip this open. So I'm pretty happy with the way, these pages have come out looking. I went through it real quickly last night, and there are places for me to do some journaling. But what I had in mind was the junk that I collected was my journal. This was trying out some of these nice watercolor pencils. I think this looks real dark. I'll have to wait and see how it looks. Yeah, this is natural light, but this looks terribly dark to me. But maybe it's photographing better, and it's because I'm in the natural light, I can't see it. So I tried out materials and things like that in it, and picked up things. This was a ticket I got on New Year that I shouldn't have gotten. My neighbor sat there and happily watched me get it, not knowing that I had already called in about not getting one. So, what looking for? Beach, extra tenderness, goodness, grow, do better, clean, take courage, so why wait? Help! Promise. So, just gluing things down and feeling my way around a junk journal, because I haven't made one before, but it seemed like a good solution for picking up all this stuff that I just keep saving that I like. And then some of these are bits from the mixed media, a little bit from scrapbooking type things, but it's all basically junk mail and newspaper and wrappers, magazine advertisements, receipts. Here's the other side of that ticket. Oh, that's a little pocket. Oh, these are two little pockets there. Take on summer. Here's a reminder that I want some Baihuayo white flower oil. And momentarily, I forgot how to write flower. It's another pocket with, again, it's all junk, packaging stuff, leftovers, bits. And those are two little pockets. More leftovers, some of those nice crayons. Is this seeable? I hope so. I've been wanting to do this for so long. It's the first part that's even remotely presentable as something. I did start a little journaling in here. I'm feeling apocalyptic again. Why bother? Along with arting. And, yeah. Passive and active voice. Nice Ethan Allen. And I might take this one out to put into, oh, this is a nice old one. Look at that. 1999. It's not that old. 20 years. I guess that's old. This might be nice to put in the book I'm doing that's all neutrals. Napkin journal. Actually, some things are as simple as black and white. Or not. And here, somehow, something here made me think of rotary phones. I think Roto-Rooter, but this is Router Hero. But I must have been thinking of Roto-Rooter because there aren't any phones here. Those are, well, largely auto parts. But just a little memory about when I was in elementary school, no one actually owned a home phone. They came from the phone company and they were all black and they had a dial. And if you ever want to have some fun, go on to YouTube and look up children looking at household equipment of the 1960s, the 1950s, the 1970s, the 1980s. Look at them with a Walkman on a cassette. It's really funny. Just they're real smart kids, and then you give them these things and tell them to figure out what they are and what they're supposed to do. Oh, I heard about cassettes once. Okay, 2011 stamp. Here's an El Dia de los Muertos. This is one of the ones that was outside. I had it outside for a while in rain and things, so that's nice. Different ways to use the scarf. Verticals. Warm colors. Analogous color. Just, you like those bristles there and that roughness, and then this roughness. Prescription bag. And these are on top of, I don't know, some other paper. Tea bag labels, tea packages. Neutral color. Souped up experts. Double Fs. Flag. Nice texture after being all smooshed in there as a book for a while. Kind of a little homey tea type thing. Maybe that should be covered with something white. Place that these come from. Napkin. And piece. And frame piece and a nice postcard. I like this postcard. Identity LA. Pacific Bridge Arts Foundation in Los Angeles. I don't know quite where I picked that up, but I really liked it. We have a lot of hummingbirds here. Maybe that's why. An envelope to keep extra junk for letters and stuff or whatever. I believe this is now page 42. the wax crayons that I got that are made of beeswax, they're right here on the chair. Right here, they're right here on the chair. I'm doing a little coloring project with these. They're really nice. So that was just first trying them out, and look at how nicely they work right on top of black. A leaf ironed between pieces of waxed paper. My friend Mary and her niece and her niece's husband, and Mary's husband and I went to dinner here when they were down. It's really good. You order family style. Or not. A rubbing with one of the beeswax crayons on Bushmills Distillery, established 1608. If you're going to drink the good stuff. That's 410 years. Now 411. Bushmills, and it's that's an Irish whiskey. I'm not much of a whiskey drinker, but I tried some to see why people like it. Oh, I love these insurance things. The Chauffeur Terrier, the Billy Goat Ruffians, and Swing Set Standoff. Farmers Insurance cases. These beeswax crayons again. And they do a textural thing on the bends of the paper. There's my card again. This was a good movie about some magic cookies that 1950s housewives ate and their wishes came true. And they had cookies, like really beautiful, one-of-a-kind type cookies. To give away to the people that saw the film. It was really nice. Beautiful 1950s housewife clothing and lipstick and all of that. You know, but done recently. Oh, working with red and green, it looks like. Yes. Red and green. It's always difficult. Well, this is lavender that I used in the gray, but I'll go with red and green on that one too. Okay, well, it's lavender. A bluish red and green. Complementary. Blue, or blue and orange. Red and green. Red and green. Here's some fire. It's meat. It's barbecue meat, but not barbecue with all that sauce on it. Like just cooked nicely. When you find these on the ground, sometimes they're a sign. I have a problem. I pick these up and hold them in front of my face instead of the camera. Thank you for bearing with me. This is nice, okay? It's all junk. And so what I wanted to do doing this was get rid of a lot of the junk that I had. And like everyone else, I wound up, looking for glue and things like that. And Michael's, and then finding paper on sale and going, So, anyway, these are nice. These, what do you call these things? In the house, you put coffee cups on them. But coaster. It's a beer coaster from Stella Artois. These are pretty. It's red and green again. Garlic Girl. It's that little anime style. It's from China, so they designed it there. I do have a little pile of fruit things that have girls on them. oranges and grapes. I like this orange. Oh, there's a fruit sticker. This would be a good place to put little fruit stickers here and there to go with this. Maybe even hold this down with fruit stickers and then use it as a pocket. So it's not quite done. I mean, I think it'll never be done. And this is a bunch of blue stuff. And the blueberries, they might go with the fruit, but the color just, yeah, it seems like it belongs here. These are nice, and it looks like they have changed their method. They, in the past, printed one color on top of white paper. And now, oh, here's a new one. So I'm saving the older ones because, you know, they'll be gone. And what they're doing now is using a negative of this. So the figures all look somewhat smaller, as if this is the stencil for that. And they're using a green paper and printing this part in a dark green. I did it again. I held this in front of myself instead of in front of you. So anyway, it's the same design, but since this is used like a stencil, these are just ever so much smaller or somehow less sensible. They're supposed to be white. That's one reason why. They're designed to show up more that way. And as positive images, they just don't work. Anyway, they're using a green paper and a dark green design rather than a white paper with whatever color it is. I think these are much nicer. I've always liked these. They like to. I think there are even older designs than these. These look like 1959 to 1960 time. But there are others look to me like 1930s. And this stuff is waxed, so it takes sewing or stapling or special glue. Oh, I like these too. California lottery. I found it. Found a lot of these. These are nice for cutting up as phrases or words. I like this kind of calligraphy. I forget who's using these. It's a full page and they have down one side a text. Might be Milk or something. It's a series of ads that's using that text. They're nice. This is using up little scraps, little straight scraps, and I wove this. Maybe I'll bring it in closer. Whoops. And I wove this little piece for fun to see how it would look and how long it would take. Some of it is cardstock from tea boxes, and some is card paper, and some is dictionary paper. And the edges, I just used tissue paper to hold the ends together so it wouldn't fall apart. Am I doing waving it all around? I can't tell what's in the camera. There it is. It feels nice too because they're different textures. And then, whoops, back in there. Whoops, that's not a tag. That's a fake tag. There's a tab. This one I like. This is a golf course. It's a Trump golf course here on Palos Verdes. This is all desert. So he brings his swamp wherever he goes. The imported swamp. Actually, we ran through there not too long ago, and it looks like most of these are actually sand pits. But this weird looking terrain, that's all man-made. And it's such a beautiful piece of nature out there. Let's see, retrofit at the lighthouse. They were good. The lighthouse. Fiesta Hermosa always has great bands. Oh, and more now we have. Single people here at Java Man Coffee House. Beer garden and main stage. And they have 2 bands. Lunchtime and afternoon, evening time. At each for 3 days. And then they have these 2. It's really fun. So they play music outdoors on the stage right next to the ocean, outside. And the beer garden, you buy beer and it goes to support education, and you can dance there. Then you can dance here too. And you don't have to buy anything here. You just can drop on in and enjoy while you're going around the fiesta. It's really fun. Oh, Jeremy Buck. I just saw him recently. He was there for the Christmas thing. Christmas tree lighting, and it was a magical, magical night there. Because the wind was blowing and the sand was blowing and the music was hot. They did Rolling Stones and Queen, and they had lights going up into the sky, so that was bouncing right off of the mist that was coming in with the wind and the sun. It was really, really great. What a wonderful night. I guess I do have things to talk about from time to time. I'm just testing myself out here. I want to do this and do this well. Enjoy your time. Make good memories. Well, let's see. I can look at these and think, what would I do with this now? I just have so much stuff everywhere. I don't focus. Memory makers last a lifetime. So this is nice and journally here. Regarding the Sacramento 72-year-old former cop who killed 12 women while he was a policeman, but off duty, and attacked numerous more. And I suddenly figured out who he was. He killed himself, and the neighbor said, "Oh, well, he always mowed his lawn." So the lesson of this story is mind your business, because you don't know what's going on. And that comes from Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. Another lesson is sort of beware people that are a little bit too publicly punctilious. And they're hiding something. Oh, another one of my names, Mr. Well, this is just stuff. Here's more stuff. Sharpies have a really interesting history, and I notice a lot of people from Canada doing YouTube too, which is cool. Oh no, these are not. These are actually made in Vietnam. And imported to Canada by Newell Rubbermaid. office products. Canada. Some of them I've seen have been assembled in the United States and then gone from Canada. Duct tape. I almost never use it. I really hate it, but it has a certain charm here and there. And then there's another one of my names. It's another Mr. with my two surnames. My husband's surname first and my own surname second, as if that were my surname. Oh yeah, lots of names. This meets or exceeds U.S. extra fancy. 2.5 inches. I love these. These are nice, but they are water soluble. And they write really nicely, but the ink bleeds very easily. And this is, I took, well, really, maybe the latest painting I've done, and printed it on an old sheet of address labels in this fluorescent orange, and I've used them here and there. I like to say this: don't try to kick sand in my eyes. I grew up at the beach. Don't try to kick sand in my eyes. Yeah. And I like this too. There's that calligraphy. I just haven't figured out where to make it. I think it should be there because I made it through this one. And this is to the people that try to kick sand in my eyes. Oh my. All right, well, that is all the way through this. And I have some other junk journals. Also, this one is, I like sharing it because it's all made of real junk, and I'm trying to get rid of a lot of junk as well as recycle. I try to recycle lots of stuff. So here you can take, your 8x10 junk mail and fold it, get it ready into signatures, and then you can glue other paper on top of it. For example, like those tea bag cover, tea bag packets and things like that. These are getting ready to blow, and it's okay when they do. You just take them out and put new ones in. Each one is the middle of, look at how big and messy this signature is, a signature. And it holds it right in there just as nicely as it will hold sewn ones. And the advantage with this is you can take out a whole page if you want and work on it, give it a treatment. Okay. And then put it back. And then you can always decide to string it up later once it's all the way you like it. Or in my case, all the way I like it, because I think I might have some personal things. I'm trying to have more generic things, but at the same time it's fun doing something with the personal stuff. Let me know if you like this. I used lots of different kinds of glue in here, but basically hardly any Mod Podge. I think it was mostly the Elmer's School glue, 2 parts glue to 1 part water, and a brush. And some of it's with the dry stick, office grade, and others is with, I put in with the little Elmer's glue sticks for school kids, and was very careful to make sure that I put that on both surfaces before I pasted them in. Haven't really done any sewing in here, and stapling I'm kind of starting to do. And I've been fiddling with tags and kind of got lost in a tag wilderness. And now lots more cardboard all over the place. So please give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe. If you want to be notified when I put new videos up, click on the little bell and that gives you notifications. Personally, I find notifications annoying, and I like to just go to the people I've subscribed to and see if there's anything new. It depends on what platform you're using. I usually watch my videos from YouTube streaming on Xbox, and I don't have a means of commenting or anything when I'm doing that. I just watch them. So a lot of what I'm describing is what I see on Xbox. Also, it's a good idea now that you're at the end of the video to turn on the closed captioning. Sometimes my voice gets soft. There are a lot of things to concentrate on doing this. I like it though. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And I do have some color work going up. And it's just some odd little bits. It's like, what's she putting this up for? Well, that's okay. Junk journal. True junk journal. They will stick junk anywhere these days. Okay. Thank you. Happy New Year. It still is the New Year. Oh, that's a long video.